Hey, good to have you with us. This is our video follow through for today. We are in Ephesians. We're in chapter 3, verse 10. And have you ever noticed that nobody likes a fair weather friend? And you know what that means, right? It's somebody who is around when things are good, when they feel they can get something from you, when you're popular, and when it's a good idea for them to be your friend. They will do that, and they'll be around, and they'll be loyal, and it'll be great. But if everyone thinks you're, suddenly has a bad opinion of you, and they're separating themselves from you, a fair weather friend says, hey, there's a storm here, and it's calm over there. I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to distance myself from you. And I'll be back when things get better, and that's kind of how they work it. They're there in the good times. They're there for the party, but they don't want to be there for the surgery. That's kind of the thing. And again, not to say it's not difficult to go through surgery with someone. That is very, very difficult. But that's kind of what life is, and that's how God wants us to see suffering. Right, that our lives are not just one big party. It's not just one great thing after another. And certainly our lives are filled with joy. It's filled with so many great things that God gives to us. But there are some really, really difficult things that we and the people around us have to deal with. And when it comes to our relationship with Jesus, and that's what we have, right? God has adopted us. He has made us His children. We are His kids. And we're never part-time kids. We're not fair weather kids. We're not just here for all that God can give to us and all the ways that He can make me feel good. No, because when I am aligned with Christ, I'm aligned with someone who not only did amazing and incredible things, but who was attacked by so many, and even now understood by so many. And that might bring some suffering my way. And what Paul is saying here in this passage, he goes, look, and in the surrounding context, he's saying, look, if I had to compare or compare the value of knowing Jesus, being found in Him, being forgiven and being loved with having to suffer for a while, man, I'll suffer. It's okay. And all the good things I have, he goes, all of it is rubbish compared to knowing Christ. That's the spirit. That's the idea that comes into verse 10. He goes, I want to know Him. Because I do everything that I might know Him and the power of His resurrection, and that I might share His sufferings, becoming like Him in His death. Right? I think Paul's saying, we want to be connected, not just to the party, right? But to the cross and to the empty tomb. I realize that there's some really difficult parts of this Christian life, but it's so worth it to struggle. It's so worth it to do battle when it comes to sin and temptation, knowing what Jesus gives to me, knowing what He suffered for and what His suffering counts for and has given to me. I want to have all of it. And I'll take some of that suffering if it comes my way. Because when all is said and done, I want to have that same reality that says I'm dead to sin, alive to God. And that's the ultimate in life, right? That's the ultimate in really living. And if it's, again, dealing with some of the sufferings that Jesus went through, I've got it. I'll take it. Because I know that I'm connected to Him. And not just certain parts, but all of Him. And what He did for me. So I hope that brings you some joy today. I hope that brings you some peace and some hope. And we'll see you next time for another video follow through.